Before I found a better way, managing my money felt like a full-time job, and I was failing at it. I juggled a bank app for my income, a brokerage for stocks, and several crypto exchanges, each with its own login and quirks. Switching between them was a constant headache, especially when I wanted to move money around. Selling crypto, waiting days for funds to settle, transferring to my bank, then to my brokerage, every step was slow and costly. And the fees, they piled up at every turn, eating away at my money. Tracking my net worth meant logging into multiple apps, scribbling down balances and adding them up, only for the numbers to be outdated by the time I finished. All I wanted was a single dashboard for my cash, stocks, and crypto. But finding an app that could do it all? Nearly impossible. My search for a simpler financial life eventually led me to BeaPay. At first, I was pretty skeptical. I had seen many apps that promised to be an all-in-one solution, but they usually fell short. They would either have very high fees, a confusing interface, or they would only support a limited range of assets. However, BeaPay seemed different right from the start. The main feature that caught my eye was its promise to connect traditional finance, like fiat currency and stocks, with the world of cryptocurrency. This was the exact bridge I had been looking for to solve my transfer headaches. The idea was incredibly appealing. A single platform where I could hold US dollars, buy Bitcoin, and also invest in real stocks from major companies. The app claimed to let you move between these different asset classes almost instantly. This meant I could potentially sell some Ethereum and use the funds to buy shares of a company like Apple or Tesla within minutes, not days. This level of speed and integration was exactly what I needed to take advantage of market movements without being held back by the slow, old-fashioned banking system that always seemed to be 3 steps behind. What really convinced me to give it a try was learning that BeaPay wasn't just some random, unregulated app. I did my homework and found that it holds several financial licenses, including the MSB or Money Services Business License in the United States. This told me that they were operating under regulatory oversight, which is a huge deal when you're trusting a company with your money. Knowing that they were taking compliance seriously gave me the confidence to move past my skepticism and actually download the app to see if it lived up to its promises. Setting up my account was surprisingly straightforward. I completed the identity verification process, which is a standard procedure for any legitimate financial service, and then I was in. The dashboard was clean and easy to understand. For the first time, I could see my fiat balance right next to my crypto holdings. It was the unified view I had been dreaming of. The next step was to test its core features. Could I really swap between crypto and cash easily? And was the stock trading feature as good as it sounded? I was ready to find out. My first test was the crypto to fiat swap. This was the feature that promised to solve my biggest frustration. I decided to convert a small amount of USDT, a stablecoin pegged to the US dollar, directly into actual US dollars in my BeaPay wallet. The process was incredibly simple. I just selected the amount of USDT I wanted to swap, confirmed the transaction,